Did you know the US government once erased an entire American town overnight? Not evacuated, not relocated, not destroyed, erased. As in, every name deleted, every file removed, every photograph gone, like hundreds of people were never born. And the strange part? Locals swear the snow fell that night, before the sky even had clouds. They called it Redwood, Montana, a small winter town with 2 diners, 1 school, 3 churches, and a sawmill where almost everyone worked. Population 312. Cold, friendly, predictable. The kind of place where the grocery store shuts down for high school football games, and strangers get invited to Thanksgiving without being asked their last name. It was normal. Too normal. And maybe that's why the government chose it. Because according to an unsealed MK Ultra memo from 1971, Redwood was designated a low-noise psychological environment, a perfect test zone for identity manipulation. Whatever that means. Nobody noticed the signs at first. Not the weird men in black coats, not the unmarked trucks, not the strange fog rolling in earlier each week. But the kids noticed something. They said the snow felt wrong. Warm, soft, heavy, like ash. December 14th, 1958. A Saturday. Football game night. The whole town showed up. Cheering, laughing, living. But halfway through the third quarter, the stadium lights flickered. A low hum rolled across the field. A distant radio signal, but deeper. Like a heartbeat inside a machine. Every child covered their ears. Every adult froze. And then, just as suddenly, silence. The lights came back on. People tried to pretend nothing happened. But something else did. Every person interviewed afterwards said the same exact thing. It felt like someone walked through my mind and shut off a switch I didn't know existed. Some forgot where their cars were parked. Some forgot the way back home. A few forgot the names of their own neighbors, and nobody questioned it. They went home, went to bed, and Redwood went quiet. At 3:12 a.m., the snow started, but not from the clouds. Survivors say it drifted down, glowing faintly, like it was falling from the wrong direction. Upward, sideways, like gravity forgot what to do. The power cut out. The radios all snapped on. A single tone leaked through the speaker shy, trembling, metallic. The exact frequency? Same one used in the declassified biological tests of 1958. The same one used in MK Ultra interrogation rooms. House by house, light by light, Redwood faded out. Neighbors saw silhouettes moving outside. Not soldiers, not animals, people. But walking slowly. Like sleepwalkers drifting toward the woods, toward the radio tower on the hill, drawn like moths to a flame. Some tried to scream, but their voices came out quiet, flat, muted, like their memories were being pulled right out of their lungs. The only recorded survivor was a 9-year-old girl named Lena Carter, found 17 miles away, barefoot in the snow, clutching a rusted lunchbox. Her first words to the sheriff, "Everyone's gone." They walked into the snow, and the snow swallowed them. She kept repeating one phrase, "I don't remember my mom's face." Doctors said she had no signs of trauma, no brain injury, nothing medically wrong, just missing memories. A whole childhood wiped clean. The government took her within hours. Hospitals said she was transferred to a federal facility. But no such record exists. For decades, she vanished. Then, in 1999, a woman with no ID appeared at a homeless shelter in Seattle. Mid-50s, soft voice, always cold. She didn't know her name. But she said she had one memory. "I remember the snow, the warm snow." DNA analysis later revealed she was Lena, the last living Redwood resident. When investigators asked what happened the night the town vanished, she said something nobody could explain. "They took our names first. then our faces, then the rest. The government denied Redwood existed. But old maps say otherwise. Even older railroad logs show a stop there. And Montana state papers reference a Redwood school district up until 1958, after which the records vanish. Newspapers printed before 58, they're all missing pages. Every single one referencing Redwood is torn, burned, or decayed. CIA files mention a location labeled Zone R32. Population match 312, exactly Redwood's count. But here's the part that chills historians. The zone's description wasn't abandoned. It wasn't compromised. It wasn't relocated. It was labeled ET, resolved. No explanation. No aftermath. No official burial records. No death certificates. Just resolved. Across America, people started reporting strange encounters. A man in Ohio who showed up at a hospital with frostbite claiming he woke up in a forest with no memory of who he was. A woman in Idaho who swears she grew up in a town with 2 diners and a sawmill, but can't find it anywhere on Google Maps. A teenager in Wyoming who wrote in her journal, "I don't remember my childhood, only the snow. Every few years someone new appears. Always confused, always shivering, always saying the same phrase, 'It was warm. The snow was warm.'" Conspiracy theorists believe the Redwood townsfolk were never killed, just reset, scattered, rewritten. A human experiment that didn't end, it restarted, over and over. In 2004, a geospatial analyst posted a strange image online, a patch of Montana forest, where the trees grow in perfect straight lines. Too straight, like they were planted on top of something. Underneath the soil, satellite depth scans show a grid, roads, foundations, a main street, a school lot, exactly the layout of a small American town. The coordinates were deleted within 48 hours, but not before one Reddit user saved a single screenshot. It shows a perfect square of land, a dark stain at the center, a glowing outline around the edges like something beneath the ground is still warm. Every conspiracy has 2 sides, truth and the part we're not meant to see. Maybe Redwood was a test. Maybe it was a warning. Maybe it was a blueprint for something bigger. But one thing is certain, when a town disappears from the map, it's not the land that's gone, it's the people, their memories, their lives, their existence, wiped clean, like fresh snow, covering every footprint, until all that's left is silence. And somewhere in Montana, beneath 50 winters of ice and dirt, a town sleeps with its name removed, waiting for someone to remember it. And if you think Redwood was the government's darkest secret, you're wrong. Because in 1959, something even stranger happened in Russia. 9 hikers ran into the mountains, running from something no human should ever see. If you want to know what chased them, what tore their tents from the inside, and why their bodies were found in impossible conditions, watch the next story. 1959, Dead Mountain Mystery, The Night. 9 hikers ran from something impossible.